Hello students, welcome to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid channel. I am Veena teacher teaching you 3rd standard science subject. What we have started in our last session student? Yes, we have started our term 2 syllabus first chapter, the human body, isn't it? What we have studied? Yes, we have seen what is an organ. Yes, shall we repeat? Each part of the body that does a special job is called an organ, isn't it? Now also we have seen the sense organs. What are the sense organs and how many sense organs do we have? Yes, there are 5 sense organs, isn't it? First, eyes, nose, ear, tongue and skin. Okay, now how eyes help us? Yes, you can see with your eyes. So eyes help us to see around you. How ear will help us? Yes. So we can hear with our ears, isn't it? What about nose? Yes, we can smell with our nose. What about tongue? We can taste with our tongue, isn't it? What about skin? Yes, we can feel with our skin, isn't it? So in this way we have seen 5 sense organs. Is correct? Yes. Now today we are going to see organ system. Now what is organ system, students? Beside the sense organs, your body has many other organs. These organs work in group. A group of organs working together to do an important job is called an organ system. See, I would like to give you one example. Now just imagine about part of computer. Okay, there are so many parts are there in the computer, like monitor, CPU, printer, headphones, mouse, keyboard, desktop, speakers. These are all what? Parts of computer, isn't it? So in the same way human body also there are different parts of body, isn't it? So, and what about CPU? Did you observe CPU? Inside the CPU what is there? Yes, there are so many things like RAM. Yes, we can keep DVD player also, isn't it? So in the same way in the human body also inside there are some organs are there. So about that we are going to study today. So as I am telling you that your body has many other organs. So what they will do? These organs work in group, isn't it? And a group of organs, I'll repeat again, a group of organs working together to do an important job is called an organ system. See, they will not work like individual. They will work together. They are depending on each and every one. They are doing all works together. And this important job is called an organ system. Okay. Now we will see the there are several organ systems in your body which help you to stay alive and do various things. Now see, only because of eyes, nose, hands, legs, stomach, because of these parts of body only today we are alive? No. There are so many organs are there inside the body which we cannot see. These outside body parts we can see and we can feel, we can touch. But what about inside organs? Yes, there are so many organs inside the body parts that we cannot see. But because of those organs only today we are alive and we can do various things. Okay? Yes. Now today we are going to see one by one. The first, the skeletal system. Now what is skeletal system? Press different parts of body. Do you have? Yes, come on everyone, do this activity. Can you feel the hard parts? Just press your body. Now you are having hand, just press it. Press on the fingers. Here you press near the elbow. Okay, just press and tell me what you are feeling, how you are feeling. Are you feeling hard or very soft? Yes. Where you are feeling hard and where you are feeling soft? Can you tell me? Yes, come on. Yes. Now when you are touching your body, you can feel some hard parts and some soft part, isn't it? Why it is like that? Because in your body bones are there or no? But we cannot see the bones, but we can feel the bones. When you touch with your hands, wherever you touched on your body, you can feel the bones, isn't it? So why your why your body is you are feeling hard? Because of bones only. So these are your bones. An adult human has 206 bones in the body. Now what is adult? Means when they come to like what we can say, fully grown, like you are not in school, if you are in college or you are doing somewhere job. So when you fully grown, now you are growing, now you are just in 3rd standard, isn't it? When you go to 10th standard, again you grow or no? In height, weight, in all manners, isn't it? So when you grow fully, so they are called as an adult. So an adult human has 206 bones in the body. For example, your mother and father. So they are an adult humans. Okay. So how many bones they are having? 206. Now can we count? Yes? No, we cannot count. But you can tell your parents that Ma or Papa, you have 206 bones in the body. Now see what they are saying. They are joined together and form a framework known as a skeletal or skeletal system. Now can you see here, this is the human body, this is the picture of skeletal system. Now what is skeletal system? The bones inside the body, how it looks. Can you see? From outside we do have skin, isn't it? So this is the inside of the body. So in skeletal system there are 3 important parts: head, hand and foot. Can you see? Yes. So how many bones are there total in our body? An adult human. An adult human is having total 206 bones in the body. And how they are? They are joined together. Can you see? Can you see the different bones somewhere? Like here bone is there and gap is there, again one more bone is there. No, they are joined together. Now you can see here also. They are joined. They are joined. They are joined. They are joined. Isn't it? So bones are joined together. So and form a framework known as a skeletal system. So when they are joined together and they will work together, so this is known as a skeletal system. The skeleton gives your body its shape. See, because of the skeleton only we got shape to our body. Without the skeleton, the body will collapse into a heap of the flesh. Now just imagine, if joints are not there, it can break here only and collapse here only, isn't it? So how important skeletal is, you can understand here. And it also protects all the soft organs of your body. See, because of the skeleton only it protects all organs inside the part. Now do you know, inside this we do have lungs and hearts. They are very soft organs, students. Okay, so how it can protect? If somebody will push, if we fall down, if it is soft, may we get hurt, isn't it? But why we are not getting hurt in that place, to the soft organs? Yes, because of the skeletal system, isn't it? So they are protecting us, isn't it? Yes, because of the skeleton. So full soft organs of our body, the skeletal system will protect us, and the bones of the skeletons are joined together in a such a way that you can move parts of your body. See, if joint is not there, if we are having straight, can we bend? No, we cannot bend. Now if we have straight only one bone, can we do like this? Yes. Can we shake our hands? No, not at all. So in our body the skeletal system, the bones in the skeletals are joined together in a such a way that you can move parts of your body. Now we can bend because your joint is there. If it is straight bone, if we do have from here to here, how it is possible to bend? Not at all. So this is the skeletal system of our body. Okay. Now see, in head, why head is important? See, inside the head what is there? Skull, isn't it? Very soft organs are there. You say that what we can call Mendu, you say na? Mendu inside the head. Yes, it's called skull. So it is inside and it is very soft and like we cannot see also, and very important organ in our body. So head protect with the head protect the skull, isn't it? Understood till here? Yes. What we have studied about skeletal system, students? The skeletal system is made up of hard and soft bones and they are joints, isn't it? And there are 206 bones present in our body are joined to form a skeleton. Okay, and it provides support to our body and allow us to move. Because of the skeleton only we can move, isn't it? Yes, and skeletal protects all the soft organs inside our body. Clear till here? Yes. See, the backbone supports our body and the skull protects our brain and eyes also. Because of our head, the skull protects our brain. See, inside the head what is there? Yes, brain and eyes. Okay, so eyes and brain who protect? Skull protects our brain and eyes. Now without it we could simply be pile of jelly lying on the floor. See, if we don't have this bones or skeleton, how we could be? Yes, it is like simply peel of jelly. Do you know jelly chocolate you eat na? How it is jelly? Very softy and lying, isn't it? So if we don't have the skeletal, we are unable to move, isn't it? And with no blood or immunity, not at all. And maintaining a healthy functioning skeleton is very important. So always involve yourself in physical activity and exercise and keep moving. So exercise are very important for your body. Okay, understood? Yes. Now here one question for you. Now tell me, name two animals that have bones in their body. Yes, do you know, students? Come on, tell me. Yes, can we see? Yes, the dog and the monkey. These two animals have bones in their body. There are so many animals, but I asked you to tell me only two animals. See, here what I want to tell you that how we humans have bones in our body, in the same way even animals do have bones in their body. Clear? Is that clear? Yes, very good. Now we will move to the second system. Now we are going to see the muscular system. Now just observe here. Now we have seen inside the body how we do have bones. Now what is there outside? See, these are called muscles. What they are called? Muscles. Now what you are going to do? Place your left hand on your right upper arm. Place your left hand on your right upper hand and bend the straighten your right arm. Now can you feel something move? Yes, just feel everyone. Now what you will do? Place your left hand on your right upper arm, bend and straighten your right arm. Now can you feel something move? Yes, you can. So the moving parts are your muscles. What is moving when you are doing this action? Your muscles are moving. So this moving parts are your muscles. Some of them are attached to your bones and they pull your bones to make them move. What they will do? They will pull your bones to make them move. Now you need strong muscle to lift the heavy things or run fast. See how you can lift heavy things? Because of your muscles only. If you don't have muscles, you couldn't lift anything. And if you want to run fast, so how you can run? Because of your muscles only. So the muscles of your body form a muscular system, isn't it? So what I am saying, the muscles of your body forms a muscular system. You can see in this picture. Okay. Now here I would like to show you one PPT. So how can you keep
fit? Eat healthy food like vegetables and fruit, milk and things made from milk, eggs and meat, and cereals and pulses. Drink plenty of water. Stay fit and healthy with exercises like running, walking, cycling, aerobics, or yoga. Sleep for at least 8 hours every night to give your body proper rest.
Understood everyone? So how many hours you should sleep? At least 8 hours. Okay? Did you understand about this?
Stay fit and healthy with exercises like running, walking, cycling, aerobics, or yoga.
If you want to keep your body fit and healthy, what you have to do daily, students? Exercise like running, walking, cycling, aerobics or yoga. So if you do daily these things, so you can keep your body fit and healthy.
Eat healthy food like vegetables and fruit, milk and things made from milk, eggs and meat, and cereals and pulses. Drink plenty of water.
See, for yours, if you want to keep fit and healthy to your body, you need to eat all the vegetables, fruits, and you have to drink plenty of water. Means you have to drink more water. Okay? Understood? Yes. Now, see, I would like to repeat about the muscular system. We have seen the muscular system work with the skeletal system to provide the movement, isn't it? Muscles that move without your controlling them. They are called as a involuntary, isn't it? Now, see, because of the muscular only we can bend and we can lift any heavy things or we can run fast, isn't it? Clear? Yes. Now the next system we are going to see is the digestive system. Now what is digestive system, students? Yes. Now we will see. Can you see here? See, in the digestive system, these parts are very important. Mouth, food pipe, stomach, small intestine, large intestine and anus. Okay. These are very important organs in the digestive system. Now what happens to the food when you eat? Yes, you do eat now, breakfast, lunch, dinner, evening snacks time, whatever you eat. So what will happen to that food? Where it goes? Yes. Now you are saying teacher in stomach. Yes, you are correct. But how it goes? What is the process? And where it goes exactly in the stomach? Today we are going to see with this digestive system. The food has to be broken down into very small, simple pieces. This is called digestion of the food. Now only that can be observed by the body to give the energy. The food is digested by a group of organs that form your digestive system. See, when you eat the food, you start eating from your mouth, isn't it? Now what you will do? With the help of your teeth, you will chew the food, isn't it? You will make as a juicy, and it goes from food pipe. Can you see the food pipe? Yes. From whatever you eat from the mouth, you chew with your teeth, and it goes from the food pipe to the stomach. Now from stomach, where it goes? See, first what you will do? The food it first chewed well by your teeth in the mouth, and the digestion starts here. From where? From the mouth. The chewed food is swallowed, means slowly we will send from the food pipe, and it travels to the food pipe to your stomach. Where it goes? Just now I have shown you, to the stomach. The stomach is thick bag made up of muscles. Can you see the stomach? Yes. How it is? It is a thick bag made up of muscle. Can you see? This is stomach. And here the food is mixed well with some digestive juices and made into a liquid. A part of digestion take place here only. So here when food will come from mouth through the food pipe in the stomach, so what happens here? Yes, what happens? See, actually here the food is mixed well with some digestive juices and made into a liquid. So here full whatever we are eating, that makes here mixed here into a juices, okay, or into a liquid part. So this here exactly a part of digestion takes a place here. So the mashed food is then sent to the small intestine. Here it is a further digested, and see, when we eat and it goes from the mouth to the food pipe and it goes to stomach. So stomach is like a thick bag made up of muscles, isn't it? So here exactly the digestive system takes place. So what will happen here? They mixed into juicy or in the liquid part, and from here it will start. So whatever here in the stomach mashed food is there, and then from here it goes to the small intestine. Where it goes to the small intestine, and here it is further digested and absorbed into the blood. The food that cannot be digested reaches to the large intestine. See, sometimes if you like pav bhaji, so what you will do? More than you are hungry, you will eat more, isn't it? So after long time if you are eating, what you will do? You will eat more tasty food. So what happens? So how much? See, whatever you eat, it goes into stomach. So slowly it is mixed part or mashed. It goes into small intestine. Once this will fill, so remaining part where it goes? It will not remain in the stomach only. It goes into the large intestine. So when you eat more, so it goes to the large intestine. See, this is the large intestine. Can you see? Yes, this is the large intestine. And water is absorbed and the waste in then thrown out your body through the anus. So whatever water is there and waste food, where it goes? Out of your body through the anus. Okay, clear? Yes, very good. So the mouth, food pipe, stomach, small intestine and large intestine form your digestive system. Clear? Understood everyone? Now I'll repeat again about digestive system in short. The food we eat must be broken down into simpler substance known as a nutrient. So the process of breaking down food into simpler substance is called digestion. The digestion is carried out by the digestive system. It is a complex process and involves more than one organs. Understood? Clear till here? Yes? Is that clear? Yes. Now we'll move to the next. Here one question on the digestive system. What do our teeth do? Yes. Do you have teeth? Yes, you do have. So what do our teeth do? Tell me. So our teeth chew the food and break it into smaller pieces to be digested further. Okay, what is the function of teeth? Teeth will help us to chew the food and break into smaller pieces for the digested further. Clear? Yes. Now we are going to see the respiratory system. What? Respiratory system. Now what is respiratory system? Yes, tell me. Now take a deep breath and feel the air enter your chest as it expands. Now what you are going to do? Take a deep breath. Here I would like to show you. See, these are the main important organs to work the respiratory system. Nose, windpipe and lungs. Okay. Now what you are going to do? Yes. Tell me. You are going to take a deep breath. Come on, breathe everyone. Yes. Now what will happen when you breathe? The air enters in your chest, isn't it? So when you breathe in, air enters in your body through your nose, isn't it? Yes. And then it passes through the windpipe and goes to the lungs. So whatever you are breathing, where it goes? From nose, from here it goes into through the windpipe. See, this is the windpipe. Through here it goes into the lungs. Are you getting? So whenever, now we are taking continuous, because of the breathing only today we are alive, isn't it? So the respiratory system help us to breathe, isn't it? So the air you breathe in has oxygen, which you need to get energy from the food. The oxygen is absorbed from the air in the lungs. The absorbed oxygen is taken to all the parts of your body by the blood. How it goes? By the blood. The nose, windpipes and lungs make up your respiratory system. So what make us respiratory system? Nose, windpipe and lungs. So how they work? Yes. So when we breathe in, has oxygen, and with this oxygen only we get energy from the food. And what they will do? The oxygen is absorbed from the air in the lungs, isn't it? So the absorbed oxygen is taken to all parts of your body. So whatever oxygen we are taking, isn't it? That will help us to eat the food or get the energy from, not eat the food, to get the energy from the food. And how they help us? See, the absorbed oxygen is taken to all the parts of your body through this lungs. Okay? Understood? Clear? Clear till here? Yes. So what we have studied now? We have seen the organ systems. In that we have seen the skeletal system, the muscular system, the digestive system and the respiratory system. Now it's time to wind up our today's session. So what is your today's home assignment? Take out your canopy, page number 4, 5 and 6. Read, underline the hard words and write those hard words in your rub book 3 times and learn the spellings. Remaining systems we are going to see in our next session. Till that time, bye bye, take care and thank you.